Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Man, giving you the truth. And I've been hearing a lot lately about this red pill knowledge. For those of you who don't know, the red pill concept came from the movie The Matrix. The red pill means you are awakened and you know what's going on. The blue pill means you are lost and holding on to foolishness. To sum it up. But I keep hearing guys talking about the red pill going mainstream. See, that's some of y'all problem. These guys just want to be big shots. They want to be celebrities. They really don't care, like they try to let out, about helping married guys move on from their wives and not marry again, not have kids again, because it's too risky. They don't care about getting these young dudes on the right path to focus on themselves, not be thirst buckets. They just want to be big shots. They want to be on these shows. And I hope, I ain't the type to wish bad on people, but if that's you really should lose your audience, whoever you are. Because this whole thing is not, yeah, if you make money from it, good. But it's not about your money, because there's other ways you can make money. Like, you don't have to be on here talking about women. And I can tell that some of these dudes, they ain't real about it anyway. They probably don't even act like that with women. Behind closed doors and in certain spaces. You know, but like I tell you all the time, like, it's not about mistreating women. I don't believe in that. But I do believe that we should be following the Bible's blueprint for relationships, or not at all. And I often like to go back to Genesis chapter 2, verse 18. It says, it's not good for that man should be alone. I like to go back to that. Because if let's just say all of these women were traditional, were not promiscuous, loose VJs, stinky, STD, let's just say in a perfect world, they wasn't like that. Sneaking around, getting bashed, then trying not to have sex with your husband for a couple months till you tighten back up. Yeah, I know y'all be doing that. Stuff like that. Let's just say it was a perfect world. Then we would go back to, it's not good that man should be alone. But if these women don't want to be wives, men marry women because they desire women. That's natural. They don't want a woman that's trying to be, because this is what a lot of them do. Like, and I got police officer friends that, you know, they tell me stuff. This is what a lot of them do. They will start a fight with their boyfriend or their husband. And when they lose, they want to play the victim. Or when they find out he's cheating, now they're trying to say he did this, he did that, when he really didn't. Damsel in distress, as it's called. But these guys, the topic is, I want to talk a little bit about these red pill content creators who really not red pill. Because like I told you, if you ain't connected to God, you're not red pill. You still in the Matrix. I mean, what justification, even though people can believe what they want, and the Most High wants you to believe and live how you desire. But he also wants you to know that if you make the wrong choice, you got to pay the price. But if you're not connected to him, how could you even be red pill? How could you be alpha? You're not alpha, you're not red pill if you're not connected to God. You try to spin it any way you want. You just not. Because that's where all of this stuff comes from. Now, the red pill, that comes from the Matrix. But the ideals of the red pill, you can find those in the Bible. You can find those in the Bible if you understand the Bible. Let me turn right here. But these guys always talking about mainstream. All you gonna do is teach these women how to be a little more crafty with it. That's what you're doing. In fact, I don't agree with even paid consultations with these women. Now, you say, well, it's my money, man. You ain't paying my bill, is it? And you're right. I'm not paying your bills. But it just proves you a fraud. You a fake. Some of y'all dudes try to talk down on preachers, but y'all guilty of the same stuff, just in a different way. Same stuff. If you guilty of the same stuff, money grubbing. You make money. But if you money grubbing in these spaces, you a fraud, just like you try to say these preachers is. In fact, you a hypocrite for even trying to talk about these preachers. Because you want this to go mainstream so people can see you. That's all that is, man. Then you be on what you gonna go on, The View, so they can tear you up. And if you don't let them tear you up, they're gonna go on a commercial break. And when they come back, you ain't gonna be there. Or The Talk, which is basically the poor man's version of The View. I think that's the name of that other show, The Talk. All these women that you will never convince, just let them think what they want. Educate the men. But you want to go mainstream. Look at me. I'm the man. I wrote these books. I did this. I got all these followers on Instagram. Rah, blah, blah, blah. It's not even, no, dude. No. You shouldn't even want it to go mainstream. Because if it goes mainstream, then that means that all of these women who looking for compensation, who looking to secure the bag, you need to secure your bag, not the bag. The ones who looking to secure the bag, they gonna just be more equipped against men. And all y'all dudes talking all this stuff, but you be consulting women, you ain't where it's at, man. You ain't where it's at, because all you doing is teaching them new ways to attack men. For your little pockets. But you're better than a drug dealer. You're better than a money-grubbing prophecy or prosperity preacher, though. You're not, man. You're not. You on the same level, man. You on the same level. Now this is just me. I'll admit I'm different. Like, I'm not. That's why I chose the name Truth Man, because I'm not the type to just sit up here and lie. I wouldn't be consulting these women. I would tell them like this. If you want to listen, you can listen, but I'm not going to do any consultations with women, because I don't want to teach women how to deceive men. Because that's what you're doing. Now you got women who've been acting masculine for the last 20 years. Well, maybe I need to change my approach. Maybe I need to change my approach. Now they getting more pedicures. All the stuff. It's almost like, remember the Patriots with Spygate? And remember how Terrell Owens teased him that time when he pretended? Oh man, I can't. All right, I'm gonna try. I can't think about that without laughing, man. How he was. Wait, hold on. How Terrell Owens was, when he scored the touchdown or he did something, and his eyes got real big and he acted like he was rolling up a camera because the Patriots was cheating. Oh my goodness. Man, I mean, that was just funny to me to this day, man. Y'all should have saw I was laughing when he first did it. That was hilarious. That's what you guys are doing, teaching these women these approaches. I get it. You want to stay at home. You want to get checks in the mail from YouTube or however they do it. I don't know. YouTube got direct deposit? I don't know. However they do it. But you just gotta keep what you're doing is a good service. And I'll be honest with you. Even though a lot of these guys are not godly men, the Most High can speak through whoever and whatever he wants. Whether it's a burning bush or it's a person that's not with him. And I believe the Most High is behind this expose on women, because he knows that child support, alimony, that's not his way of doing things. If you study history, you will know that when they got divorced, that woman just had to hope that he died, which is evil, or she had to find somebody that would allow her to work, or she had to go back to her family. But it wasn't no alimony, wasn't no child support. Now, their government had tax collectors and things of that nature, which we hear about a little bit in the scripture. But child support, alimony, especially if this is how it was. If they thought a woman was trying to hustle a man, they stoned her to death. Now, that's not the way. That's not. But I think that the government has to come up, well, they ain't gonna do it because they benefit from it. But if in a fair world, they will have to come up with a way that's different and do more investigation of whether or not a woman should be entitled to alimony. Because I've heard many stories where the wife was the one cheating. The wife was the one messing up the relationship, and then she still gets alimony. Still gets child support. But you guys, some of you dudes, y'all teaching them how to attack. And if you go mainstream, you really gonna teach them how to attack. And in fact, that might be the end of all this talk. Think of all the young guys just benefiting from it. Like, my wife get mad, but I be educating my sons. My 22-year-old, he knows not to put his focus on women. That's not, let's go back to the garden. So Adam's original focus was women? No, Adam's original focus from God was work, production. I'm riding right into the sun. Man, that was his original focus. But now you got these guys. Fitness is great. Trust me, man. Fitness is an essential part of life. But even with that, man, I don't know how some guys live with themselves when their motive of doing things ain't right. You just trying to get fit to attract women? If you attract women, you attract women. Great. It'd be even better when you turn their butts down. But nothing we do should be to attract women. It just shouldn't. If it happens, it happens. But you shouldn't. It shouldn't be any of your goals. And as far as you building yourself up, me personally, I think that going mainstream will destroy this space, and millions of guys will be in toxic, miserable relationships that, had they heard this content, even hundreds of thousands of them could have avoided it. But I heard it was a thing. Men's Rights Association, MRA, tried to go mainstream, got destroyed. And I ain't even hear about them back then because they got wiped out. I'm just hearing about them now from a couple videos that I saw. So that's not, I don't think you should try to go mainstream. In fact, I don't think y'all should keep inviting these women on your space. Now, Fresh and Fit, they kind of painted themselves into a corner where now they need to keep doing that to continue their uprise on YouTube. But I wouldn't advise it. No matter what your platform is, you start getting a lot of women on there, you either ain't gonna be able to get your point across, you're gonna spend all your time in conflict. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. But it's my first video on today. I just wanted to talk about that. It says The Truth Man. Hit that like button. Share, subscribe, comment on the video, and like I tell you, I mean, come up with some video, some stuff you want to hear me talk about, and we can talk about it. But thanks for watching.